Hi there, welcome to my channel and welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It is 5:31 on the clock and 8, 9, 10. Let's do it again. Okay. So I think that we are supposed to, well, let's see if it comes out. If this first house comes out, okay? Let's see what else comes out. Where'd it go? It looks like another top TKO. Whoa. Really? Why are we talking about love TKO, Teddy? Whose love is a TKO? Is that I missed? Did I miss the news? Is somebody else broke up? For heaven's sake. What is going on today and tomorrow? Okay, what house? Oh! What's these? Are they now the same ninth house? And I just put the ninth house back. Did I put the ninth house back in here? Sagittarius! What is going on? Let me see. Do it again. Do it again. If you don't mind, can you entertain us? What house am I supposed to talk about? Did I even lose it? The first. Ah! No. Okay, and then something to do with, I guess, the ninth. I don't know. That's Sagittarius. I know that Sagittarius and Aries are really buddy-buddy. Okay, so something about Aries here. The first house of self. So we're working on ourselves, our identity, and maybe an enhancement to our identity, an upgrade or some change. Something happened that caused an ascension. That'd be nice. This is about your style. So maybe you're dressing differently. Maybe you're behaving differently. People could be like, "Oh, that's different. Is that real or not?" Like, what? Your temperament is different. Your mannerisms. Maybe you've changed things that you were interested in before. Now you're not, or maybe you have new interests that, like, what? You've never been interested in golf. What? You're never interested in snowboarding? What? You're a snowboarder. So, so it's an outward representation or presentation of your characteristics, behavior, and disposition. The things that people are seeing on the outside from outwardly the changes that you've been going through. So maybe you don't know, but people are seeing, maybe you do know. And guess what? Other people see too, whether they're saying anything or not, they do see it. They think that, you're unique and that, you're a go-getter in life. They can see the things that you want out of life, that you've spoken about, and that you've gotten them, and now you're ascending, and now you're attracting more things. It looks like you're attracting it looks like you are, um, like gaining momentum in whatever area or desire that was that they knew that you were heading towards, that you had. So maybe you were like, oh, I want to be a doctor, but you were a nurse's assistant, and then they knew you were in nursing school, and then they knew you passed, your CPR class or these different classes, phlebotomism, and whatever the different classes are. And then you became a nurse, and then maybe they knew, oh, you're still in school. Yeah, I want to be, what is that? Is the next nurse, surgical nurse, or head nurse, or whatever. Then they, oh, well, I love it so much. I love going to school. I want to be a doctor. And, it may have taken you 15 years, but you did it. Okay? 15 may be significant. It breaks 10 to a 6. So you're moving forward now. We're moving forward after this big change. 5 is that big change, and then we take steps and move in whatever direction that is, that we're going to head that next chapter in. So we've pivoted from one And then now we're pivoting towards, another direction. The self. Okay? And yeah, so the wand, the truth, the wand came out somewhere else. The wand came out a lot in different decks, okay? So there's this new beginning, like we're talking about self. This is the first house. This is the first of a fire sign, right? And then you have a truth. You have great power. And with great power comes great responsibility. So be clear about what you're going to do about it. Always be truthful. Don't let power corrupt. Because power corrupts, and ultimate power corrupts ultimately. Don't let that. Always have a check and a balance. Have somebody that you can go to, that you respect, that you can like the Hierophant card. Somebody you can go to like that you can trust and you respect. You know that they will keep your trusts and so forth. So because there's a new beginning and a power surge, and you have intellect and you have heart, okay, and then you have passion. So you can conquer a whole lot. You gotta be careful with all that power, okay. But here's the sun sign Aries right here in front of me. That's crazy. So fire, Mars, okay? Mars, so speaking in a way where it translates across the board, you know, and speak to women, children, and all ethnicities in a way. So carry yourself in a way that you would like to be known as, that you would, and use your power in a way that would benefit everybody, and you will be looked at royally and like a king and like somebody that people will love forever. Like they have this huge affinity for JFK, Obama. Uh, do they? Ronald Reagan had some, and he had some issues, right? I don't think anybody did because they're all human. Like you can mask it how you want. Now listen, and you should because you should have your private life. I was like before, I wanted to be an actress and this and that, and then I went later. It was like, shoot, I'm so glad that I didn't pursue that. I chose, a family life. I chose to have kids and so forth. Because when I looked at social media later and all that, I don't like that. I don't want people following me and snapshots and all that. I don't like that. I don't want that. So this though is like getting to have a bit of that, because I always have been like, I like the arts. I am an artsy person. My father was a musician and art, and he used to take all these classes. So I don't know if I'm saying that. What am I saying this to say? Mars. And men are from Venus. I mean, girls are from Venus. Men are from Mars. In the beginning, be careful with the wand. Aries is its opposite of Libra, which is justice. And this is a ram. Oh, so a ram, yeah, bulldozes their way. Let alone there's great power and great responsibility. So you have to be careful with the power that you yield in your sword or in your staff. I was going to say shaft. Oh, wow. A 2 of Cups and a 2 of Wands here. And then the King of Swords with his sword here. So, new beginning with this truth in the first house of Aries. self, new truth about yourself, about your abilities, because of what you've gone through in that last cycle that you just ascended from, graduated from, and ready to make happen your new passion, passionate dream. But it looks like it's the Two of Cups. So you're going to go after the deepest kind of love. Maybe you're preparing yourself for that, or you're going to take action on that in some type of way, whether it be like doing the last bits of things that you need to do for yourself to make room for this love that you want. Because this person is studying you, and they're coming at you. They believe that they have the ability to make this strategic decision to make this happen. This deep kind of love. They feel like they have this deep love now. They're ready. They're putting an end. They're letting go of the past, of whatever chapter that was that has just passed. So I don't know if you were in a cycle with this person before, but they are putting away whatever that past is, celebrate life, and welcome new energy. So they're letting go of whatever that was in the past, and they want to welcome new energy. They want to let go and put all of that water under the bridge, under their feet. And it's like, now let's make magic. And then here's this King of Cups. Saying, now I'm my own anchor. After learning that, I guess, giving them his power away, he or she giving their power away, their self away, that self, right? Had maybe even allowed somebody else to use their style, their towel. their Maybe they change their interest for somebody. Maybe people get in relationships and then they take on other people's activities. Before they were read books and like to play chess and all that, and then they get into the relationship and then they are going into a trap house or going into a strip house or whatever. I don't know. Becoming Bonnie and Clyde, tearing that town up. I know, you know what I mean. But this person is becoming their own anchor, has grown. There's the lotus there, has grown. And now trust themselves to make the strategic decisions that they need, that they have dedicated themselves to, that they have worked so hard on, and that they've gained all the strength and power that they need to move forward. Now, there was something I thought I should correct, but I can't remember what it is now. I'll have to come back and correct that, because it was bothering me in my sleep. Oh, maybe it was something else I wanted to say, because maybe it was maybe my Facebook. Maybe it was my Facebook. Okay. So, something about this Aries first house, okay? Your identity. This is the path that identifies how people see you. Okay. It generates your individual level of confidence and sufficiency and can be self-serving. Its energy is intended for personal gain and the improvement of your well-being. Okay, so well-being is also. Oh, yeah. You can't put your well-being and your identity in the hands of somebody else. You have to take back the reins and know for yourself. I tell this to my 10-year-old all the time because she's very sensitive. And like, we went to this birthday party yesterday, and she's the oldest and tallest one there, and she's the only one that cried in there because somebody told her she didn't belong. It's like, you can't just fall down and cry and just, And to the point where you won't even come out or whatever, then you get to become a victim and make it all about you. But still, because somebody who was invited to the same party, they requested that you come, and you've known this girl, a little girl, a long time, and they want you to come, and you're gonna let somebody who was invited to that same party, not even the sibling or nothing to this person or nothing, whatever, to say that, and then you're gonna let it affect your fun? No, you just say, look. Actually, they look through them like they don't even. Who you talking to? Like, I know you're not talking to me. I know you're not talking to me. Well, me. Get back. Get thee behind me, Satan. Wait, I gotta get the gist on all this. Can we not talk about Satan or DEB? I thought I said devil, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but I got to look that up, what hellspeak is, because I don't know what that is, really. I just like to speak the truth, okay? And if I am wrong, I like to be corrected. I don't want to be wrong. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. But I want to be right, okay? I do want to be right. I don't want to be out here promoting stuff that's wrong. But I've been indoctrinated and brought up in church since I was, a little girl. Is this man gonna hit these people? First of all, making a U-turn and a not, so it's not a U-turn place. The Hickory Dickory NBGU somebody. Who about to hit these people? Come on now. Uh-oh. The moon, fear. Fear. Well, I picked up the moon, child. The moon came out yesterday, too. Living and dying. What is going on? Somebody fearing that they're going to live it. Somebody, what is the fear? Somebody fearing living and dying right now? What's going on? You think the end of the world is coming right now? I look at it like this. The end of the world, this is how I look at it now. Because I used to be afraid, child, then I had anxiety and, oh my God, panic attacks. I would have like 3-4 panic attacks a night. Run for the water and you breathe and this whole, oh my God, it was horrible. Thank God, I don't want that anymore. I don't want it anymore. So you have to just let that go. Don't even think about that stuff. That's what I need. There's some things I need to clean out of there. Some things are like planted in there. Some stuff we can bury and just like shove down, and then someone can say something from your past that maybe you run into. Oh, hey, your neighbor from your block when you guys used to play red light, green light, and then they say something, and then you forgot totally about it because you had suppressed it, and then it's like, whoa, I forgot about that whole chapter of my life. Maybe you don't know. And if you don't know, well, now you know about me. There's other people that are like that. And if you do know, then see, there's you and me, okay? And a whole bunch of other people. But, I think of it like this, like now. Every day is a new day. With that, we wake up in the morning, so it's like when we're asleep, we're not here, we're somewhere. We're in that state, that lying state, like the Four Swords, So it's a gift that when we wake up. Now during that day, we don't know what we may encounter. This whole thing is about balance, negative and positive. energies, negative and positive, you know what I mean? They use that to create the electricity, and it's just a whole thing. Okay? It's way over my head. I let God be God. Okay? Well, I thank Him that He extends His power to me, that He shares His sons, and says that I am joint heirs with Him in Christ. So I have to remember that I live up there, even though I'm down here, and I feel all the gravity that is here. I feel the weight of the world. But I have to remember that I am here, that I'm not of it, that I do live up there. And so I have to carry and walk around here as if I'm living up there. And that is a freaking friend. Ooh, so if you have to do live like that, you have to really choose your environments, your people. If you, like, this girl plays Roblox and she creates her world. Her Sephora's or the house. You have the community and Bloxburg, I don't, whatever. But you know what I mean. You create it so that it suits you, so that you can live and work and go and play and come back in harmony, in a balance. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Okay. Boop. And don't look at my nails. They got all smashed and messed up. I'm going to make something out of them now. They're lucky, though. They're lucky. They're lucky. They're lucky. Okay? All right. Thank you. I hope you had a nice chat. Okay? First house. Aries. Okay? Ram. Don't be too ram-headed. No. Who are these people? There's a whole lot going on. Okay? But that's okay. We know who created us, is within us, and He lives there in us, with us. And so all we have to do is go plug into Him and say, Abba, Father. I just have to learn to not be so critical of myself and how I used to be so good at praying, child. Prayer warrior, and whoop up a prayer, child. But it's just like, what? My art, the art of prayer. What happened? I mean, I got really depressed and I got really angry, and I did say lots of things that I have had to regroup from. But I should be able to pray. Seems so easy. Just talk, but I guess I think I have to say such fancy things in such a way. Especially if you hear some people pray, it's like, wow, high five. Give me a high five. I think I gotta go.